Well, it's good day and welcome to another edition of What's Involved. Can we get the microphone closer without breaking too much? Probably not. Hey, anyway, Saturday morning it is. So I had a bit of energy. I thought, what the heck? Let's have a chat. Let's see what's going on with me. More importantly, what's going on with you? How are you guys doing? And I was very good. Remember, we talked about my ADD and what I tend to do with ADD. So now, this morning, I have a book. There's even notes in the book. So, I just got to read it now. So it says, so far, so what? Yeah. So, the question of now what? As I mentioned, latest thing, still got the CRDP. Now I have apparently something called myasthenia gravis. They've given me tablets for that. Got to take them for 2 weeks, see what happens. Back, I think it's the end of the month, back to hospital for another session of Polygam now. For reasons totally unknown to me, Polygam gets done in sort of 6 month period. So every 6 months, the neurologist has to go through everything, do all the tests again, remotivate, and then send that off to the medical. And then we wait with bated breath to see if they approve the next 6 months. The idea is if I start showing improvement and when they do the what do they call it? Electric, I don't know. I call it shock testing. When they do that to see if there's an improvement in nerve responses, etc., etc. So, got that to look forward to. But again, so what? So what? And that's what I've been thinking about quite a bit. I've been sharing this with you, and I've been saying, let's get together, let's talk about it. I don't believe people talk about any form of autoimmune disease openly, honestly, what it does to them. But I've been scared over the last while. Yeah, I'm more scared than normal because I'm 56 and I was lying in bed, it was a couple of days ago, and thought to myself, what have I done with my life? What have I accomplished? Have I touched lives? Have I impacted lives positively? I know I sure as hell have impacted lives negatively in my wild, impulsive youth. And you know, as you get older, you kind of realize that there's more to life than what's in it for me kind of thing. Although I'm quite fond of the whole life thing, let's be honest. So in the midst of that fear and wanting to kind of, be able to answer to myself, what have I achieved? And I used to want to achieve big things. I used to want to be able to take over the world and all of those things. These days, I want to achieve health. I want to continue to build on happiness and peace. And I want to share that with people. Now, my mode and medium for doing that was always being on radio. But at the moment, with my age, my health challenges, it appears most people won't touch me with a barge pole, and a very large barge pole. And I don't really get it because it's, for the most part, if I need to get the brain going, I get the brain going. It's the body that's not brilliant, but I can still sit here and talk to you. My mouth still moves. I still have somewhat of a sense of humor. I mean, I must have a sense of humor if I'm doing this. So in the what now thing, one of the things that I thought about was, what am I going to leave behind? What's my legacy, and all of those things. So you may or may not know this. I do high level coaching, and I do sales training as well. All of these other extra bits and pieces you'll hear me talk about has always been to support my radio habit. Okay, because in South Africa, an SU at the top, it's not a high paying job. You're not really going to get rich off of it. But I need to do something, and I need to figure out passive income, and I need to figure out stuff like that. And I was wondering how you're doing about that. What are you doing? Do you have ideas? Is there stuff working for you? Because every single time I seem to go and see the doctors, the rheumatologist, the neurologist, there's additional medication that gets prescribed. And don't get me wrong, I trust these people, but it costs. And because it's what they call, I think the technical term is off book. Okay. In other words, it's not specifically designed for CRDP. However, one of the unintended side effects of it is it gives relief to nerve pain. The medical won't pay for it. Okay. The sad part is I also can't go to them now and say, well, listen, can we just tell people it's not really CRDP, but that it's a psychiatric problem? I'm batshit crazy and I need the stuff. Answer there, also no. So, yay me, big pharma, all of those things, yay. I'm not going to rant too much. I'm referring back to my book now. So I've decided I need to do some stuff to work. When I can, how I can, why I can. And it struck me that something a psychologist told me is that I need to get used to the fact that me and I'm sure many other people that have any form of autoimmune disease, the same advice might apply. And what she said to me is that with these kind of diseases, you wake up every morning, hopefully, and you are given a packet of energy for the day. Now, sometimes it's a teeny tiny little package, okay? Other times it's larger. Sometimes you get a big package. And it's up to you to use whatever package of energy you wake up with to use in a way that you see fit. Now, in my terms, as soon as I woke up with a big packet of energy, I tried to once again take over the world and do everything. And then I went down and crashed like a lead balloon. Promise you. It was horrible. So I'm slowly learning how to do that. This whole thing still, affects my sense because I was born in wait for it, you're going to hear it, in the 60s. I still have this whole old-fashioned thing of what a man should be. Me man, hunter-gatherer, go hunt, bring meat for family kind of thing. So I'm still coming to terms with the fact that that's not necessarily the case anymore. However, I have been using that energy and I've been writing some courses. And I also thought it might be an idea to record some of the meditation stuff that I use to, number one, get to sleep, and number two, to relieve pain, because I'm a big believer in what your brain can do. I study neuroscience and all of those things, and I've seen some amazing things done. And I know that the only way I can really get to sleep at night is to kind of do some form of medication and lessen the pain, disassociate from the pain. So I've recorded some of those. Okay, I've got 2 at the moment. I'm working on the 3rd. And I've asked a couple of people what they think. They say not bad. Would you like to get one of them to have a listen? If you promise to give me feedback, I might do one of those whole. If you sign up for my newsletter, I will then send you that audio, which is marketing, but it's also, carrot and stick thing. Just in the comments, let me know if you'd like it, and where to send it. And I promise that I won't add you to the email list unless you say, please, David, add me to the email list. How's that sound? Sound like a fair deal? I think so. It's like, So that's what I've been doing. And I'm thinking, if there's a market, for example, for the hypnosis, guided meditation stuff, maybe that can be part of my legacy. I record stuff and I use all of the stuff I know in terms of NLP, neuroscience, hypnosis, Ericksonian hypnosis, and I put together some of the best stuff I can, and I put that up for sale. Maybe that can be a legacy. Maybe that can be something that can earn me money when I can't get out of bed, or I'm in a wheelchair, or God forbid something happens and I can't talk anymore. That would be a true horror for me. I've got to be honest. Back to the book, in case I've been talking too long. Okay. Right. Okay. I got most of that. I've also been doing some stuff in terms of communication for humans and some stuff that's sales-based, may or may not interest you. The important thing to me is that I have been using that energy and focusing. The other thing that I have been taking more seriously is the concept of exercise, a little bit of exercise, whatever you can do. I know by the time I eventually get back to hospital for the polygam or whatever the case may be, I'm in so much pain. So I consider a normal day when my pain level is like a 3 or a 4, okay? That's like a normal day. And by the time I get back to hospital to have more polygam, generally it's climbed up to about a 10. So then I get lectures on exercise and, inflammation in the body, et cetera, et cetera. At that stage, I generally have 2 words for whether it be the physio, the occupational therapist, or the neurologist. I generally have 2 words for them, one of them being off, because the concept of doing any kind of exercise is just like, So one enterprising young physio gave me bed exercises, which is not nearly as exciting as it sounds, okay? I had totally different visions, but started doing those. And more recently, I decided, you know what, if I get up and I got a little bit more of a packet of energy, I'm actually going to do some kind of stuff like, my legs, with this myasthenia gravis and everything, my legs and my arms look like matchsticks. I've mentioned before, people think I am the human version of Gru from the Minions. So little things like, calf raises and squats and some press-ups and things like that. Shockingly few of them before I'm lying puffing and panting like a winded whale that's been beached, okay? But I'm doing it. And all the research shows that it's something you should do. So that's my little motivation thing for today. I reckon exercise. I was going to talk a bit about nutrition as well, but nutrition still confuses the crap out of me because there's so many different ideas out there. It's the same as vitamins. So I want to get into that. Maybe that can be a separate episode. You need to tell me what you think. Guys, as always, I've been very, very fortunate. There's been quite a few people who seem to like what I've been doing so far. and have liked videos and watched videos, and people have subscribed, which is like amazing. Okay. And I kind of walk around like a cocky little rooster going, I have subscribers. No, nothing like anybody that is a big YouTuber. No, I have subscribers. But I'm running out of friends and family. So please, if you enjoy what you see, if you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I really want to get a community going, and I want to talk about it. I keep threatening to do a Facebook community as well. But with ADD, I think maybe I just try and do one thing at a time. So, yeah, please, that wraps it up for this edition of What's Involved. Tell me your story, share your thoughts. You've heard all of my thoughts and questions today. It's a two-way street, this conversation thing. Yes, I can talk to any of my multiple personalities for hours, but it doesn't really help. Love to hear from you. Like, subscribe. We will chat again very soon. Until then, take care. Look after yourselves. You're not alone. Okay? You aren't. I'm around. Just drop me a mail. Maybe I must leave a mail in the information thingy and the website thingy. I'll get there when I understand it, but drop me your mail, and just, let's just get chatting, try and make each other feel a little bit better and a little bit happier and more positive, because I sure as hell don't want to go through the rest of my life being in pain and miserable. So till next time, you got this. Take care.